Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and League of Legends lovers and YouTube watchers. Welcome, this is Twigger. I am going to be your host for this next high ELO commentary game featuring none other than Cursed Voyboy. The great part about this game is that not only do we have Voyboy in it, we also have TheOddOne, the jungler from Team Solo Mid, and KiWiKid, the top laner for Team Dignitas. As most of you already know, Voyboy is the top laner for Team Curse. He's actually playing against TheOddOne and KiWiKid, so gonna hopefully be a very good game. Sadly, I did get into this game a couple minutes in, 5 minutes exactly, and I did miss the first two kills, one of them going to Voyboy and one of them going to Caitlyn. There was a Yorick assist and a Sona assist as well. I'm assuming that there was an invade at some point, or they just camped down in bot lane. Voyboy might have just camped down in bot lane with Yorick, but something definitely occurred. Maoki did die, and Lulu died as well, so from the looks of that, it looks like it was an invade, and they just happened to catch Maoki, and Lulu probably just tried to help. So sorry I missed that first blood, that first little kill, but hopefully I will not miss anything else. We're just going to get this game started. I have put everybody in order, so you guys are going to be able to see just how well everyone is doing, and that's pretty much it. We're just going to kind of watch this game and see what action unfolds, and I'm actually going to turn off the directed cam. I don't know if I'm not really a huge fan of using the directed cam. I find it takes, I find sometimes it misses things that are actually pretty crucial. Look at the damage going down onto Draven. Wow, wow, wow. Look at the damage, and flash from the Sona gets the exhaust off, but the cleanse goes down, and one more auto attack from the Sona takes down the Draven. Very, very nice play. Very nice play. So there we go. So bot lane has a little bit of an advantage now. Kind of an interesting about this game as well, we have a Tristana and a Yorick in the middle. Very, very weird. Definitely meta breaking, I would say. So hopefully we'll see them do pretty well. As we can see, the AD damage on the blue team is quite high, having that Tristana in the mid. It is not an AP Tristana, but we have Xin Zhao coming in for a gank here. But Tristana just herself is so good at escaping these things. But Xin Zhao taking a lot of turret shots, and now here comes TheOddOne. If they can catch up to him, it doesn't look like they're going to try to catch up to him. But Xin Zhao really wanted to take down that Tristana, and Yorick did not follow. I guess maybe a miscommunication, or Xin Zhao's now jumping right back in onto that Tristana, and just the sheer burst damage out of these two might actually be able to take down TheOddOne as well. A lot of damage going down. Yorick might tank a couple of these turret hits, and there's the audacious charge from the Xin Zhao. They are going to get out. Yorick only taking a couple turret shots, so very, very well played on red team's part. Managing to kill TheOddOne again and killing that Tristana, so I guess they got a little bit overconfident thinking that they could pick off that Xin Zhao, but he is quite a tanky champion, and with Yorick there to support him, not a whole lot that you could do. I want to just see this directed camera. Let's see the directed camera. Let's see how well it does. The one thing I'm not a big fan of with the directed camera, sometimes I like to just jump to different things, not necessarily the action, but just to kind of talk about different things. But this always tends to go to where the action is happening. So we'll give it a whirl. Let's try the directed cam. It'll be my first commentary with it. So we shall see how it goes, and then maybe we'll judge whether I want to continue doing it or not. So a lot of damage once again going down onto this Draven, but a lot of damage going down onto that Sona as well. The passive from Draven is going to be ticking down on her, but it's not going to be enough to kill her. Draven is going to have to watch out because the Caitlyn ultimate is up. So unless Lulu can really get in the way of that, Draven's going to have to start playing pretty cautiously. So Yorick against Tristana. I didn't really think I'd ever have to say that. Yorick against Tristana in the mid lane. Yorick's doing quite a bit of damage to her. Look at those ghouls just absolutely knock her. You would have thought, I would have thought just by kind of the theory crafting that Tristana would have had a pretty easy time against a Yorick, just simply because of her range. And Yorick being a melee, but it seems to be kind of the opposite way around. Those ghouls are really chasing her out and really doing a lot of damage to her. And up in the top, KiWiKid versus Voyboy on two great champions to watch, Diana and Akali. Both of them with those ultimate rushes. It's going to be a very interesting thing to see. KiWiKid is such a good top laner, and so is Voyboy, just absolutely incredible. So Voyboy jumping in onto KiWiKid on Diana, uses one of his shadow dashes and just going to put down that W and forget that whole thing happened. One of the big differences here is going to be that Voyboy is an energy using champ. Akali does not use mana, but Diana does. So KiWiKid really has to focus on getting that mana back, but up comes Sexy Can on Xin Zhao. And just going to dash away to another minion. Is this going to be enough? Akali's a very hard person to escape. One more shadow dash, seals that kill. So much damage from Voyboy. He's sitting at 202. And he's even about 14 CS up on KiWiKid, so lane's looking pretty good for Voyboy. Can't really complain about that one. And Sexy Can on Xin Zhao. I've never heard of Sexy Can before, but he's certainly playing well, baiting out just enough so that we can secure his kills for the team. And interestingly enough, he's actually gone with the Wriggles Lantern. You don't see that very often on junglers anymore, but I remember in the LCS when I was watching it, Saint Vicious was saying that the Wriggles Lantern was kind of like a gold per 10 item now. Oh, and a lot of damage going down. The flash coming out of the Yorick. The Ignite is ticking down. It's not going to be enough to pick her up, and I don't think they're going to dive this one any further than that first turret. But nice rocket jump and a nice ultimate from that Tristana to knock that Yorick away. Akali looked like she was even coming down to maybe try to pick something off here. So Voyboy getting stunned by the TheOddOne. And it looks like she's going to try to do as much damage to him as he can, because here comes Xin Zhao going to try to do some damage. And actually, oh man, this goes right, that Crescent Slash right onto the TheOddOne, and then Voyboy just jumping right on after that. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage to the KiWiKid. Oh wow, and just the sheer damage from Akali and Xin Zhao, not the two people that you want to be fighting in a brush. So sadly, KiWiKid is taking a little bit of heat on here, 0-2-0 with only 46 CS. So this is not the LCS. This is just a regular ranked game that all these guys managed to land into. So it kind of shows that maybe one of the big things, well, I can safely say, oh, and now Tristan is getting dove. So Sexy Can Xin Zhao is now on a rampage, just doing so much damage now. It's going to be very hard to deal with him. And the Sona ultimate goes on to Dre, and oh my god, the Lulu fucked it up. She walked right by it. Oh no. Oh no! That was so unfortunate. Lulu completely screwed that one up. So ended up popping her ultimate on the Draven to try to keep his ass alive, and then screwed up and walked right by Caitlyn's ultimate, so did not block it. So that kind of sucks. But what I was talking about previously, just showing how important the team coordination and teamwork is between the professional teams. Because someone like KiWiKid very rarely loses his lane. He's so incredibly good. And same with the TheOddOne. He does very, very well in the jungle. Rarely see him do very badly. But when you don't have your team with you, the people that you talk to every single day and coordinate ganks with, and you understand their playstyles, sometimes things like this happen where your team starts falling behind. So Tristana is coming down here. Great Buster Shot, taking them both quite low. The great Draven ultimate as well. It looks like Caitlyn's going to go down as well, and does not manage to pick up the TheOddOne. So great overall exchange there. 2 for nothing on that one, but it was Draven coming back from the dead. So they still have a lot of ground to make up. They're about over 7,000 gold behind right now, and it's only 12 minutes into the game. So they've got a lot of... See, look at that. Like, Diana not even really doing a lot of damage to Yorick. And this is a 2v1, and Yorick's actually going to turn 2v1 onto KiWiKid, trying to do some damage to Tristan as well, showing how tanky and how much damage Yorick can do. He's already got his man immune, and he's got his brutalizer going, so those ghosts are hitting quite hard, and he's surprisingly tanky. I guess with Tristan only being 1 and 2, she only actually has the Dorn's Blade for damage. Other than that, she's just got her Ninja Tabby to try to deal with the auto attacks coming out of Yorick's ghosts, because those things are just doing work on her. See, she just keeps on getting bullied out of lane. And you can even see with the the CS, it's only 42 CS for that Tristana and 95 for the Yorick. And another big one is the 111 for Caitlyn, 90 to Draven, 96 to 62 in favor of Voyboy on Akali. So just a big difference between these two teams. So it looks like the red team is actually just pushing up mid. There's a great crescendo. Voyboy's going to just pick up Rule 18 on that Lulu. And they do actually manage to take down that second tier turret as well. They are just raffle stomping the red team right now. Sorry, the blue team. Just doing so well. Great push comp, a lot of great damage. They're tanky. And they've all done just great in the laning phase. Those 2 early kills really set Voyboy and I don't even remember who got the other kill. Caitlyn, I think, set them up really well in their lanes to just dominate their lane counterparts. And it looks like this Tristana in the mid is not really working out. The Yorick seems to have really countered her, and there's not really a whole lot she can do about it. She now does have a little bit of sustain out of that Vampiric Scepter, but I really just don't think it's going to be enough. Those ghosts just continuously take Tristana out of the fight. She did manage to pick off that ward. I believe they have it pink there. And it looks like Akali's now going to be jumping on that Draven. Look how much damage Akali does. Oh, how do you deal with that? And it just looks like Voyboy's going straight back in. Actually manages to pick up that Draven. I don't know if she's going to be able to escape this, but a great shadow dash into a flash, and then Xin Zhao just uses his Crescent Slash. Takes them all away from that fight. KiWiKid's now taking a lot of damage with that Caitlyn and the Xin Zhao on him. The Lulu ultimate, it's actually down, so it did get used at some point. They finally do manage to shut down that Xin Zhao. KiWiKid's Diana manages to take that one out, but All1 actually flashes there, does not want to be engaged on. But Voyboy is just chasing straight up. She has actually taken a lot of damage, so going to be a little bit risky. Might actually go down, but the Caitlyn does pick up that Maoki, and then there goes the Tristana from that Sona. Sadly, Sona did pick up that kill, but really with Caitlyn being 4-1 and Voyboy's Akali being 4-0-5, it actually isn't a bad thing for Sona to pick up a couple kills, because if she can start getting fed as well, then it just makes your team overall much, much stronger. So look at that, not a lot of damage coming out onto that Yorick, and this is a Draven that we're talking about, and Draven just does so much damage, it's unreal. But they're just so far ahead, so tanky, and can do so much damage that I really don't know how they plan on coming back from this, or even if they do plan on coming back from this. So just going to continue watching here. They're going to farm up and try to do as much farm as they can to hopefully be able to do something. But at this point, it's looking very precarious for this blue team. They're going to need to start taking some dragons, maybe try to do a sneaky Baron or something like that. But here's Xin Zhao onto the Tristana. No! Directed cam, what are you doing? I want to see Tristana die, but it looks like KiWiKid is actually going to die first. There goes KiWiKid. So way to go, directed cam. You actually brought me away from the fight where nothing happened to the fight where something did happen. So thanks, directed cam. And look at the damage once again onto that Maoki. The ultimate going down onto that Lulu. Lulu pops the ult on herself, but Tristana goes down, and Voyboy is just going to shadow dash right to that Lulu and take her out. The ultimate from Draven coming to try to pick something up, but no one's low enough that they're actually going to be picked off by that. And it looks like they're just going to keep on pushing through. The long death timers, they've just got such a huge lead on them that I really don't think that you can come back from something like this. Especially with the champions that Red Team has chosen. Akali snowballs, Xin Zhao is so strong when he gets kills. Yorick is incredibly strong when he gets kills, and especially Akali. You do not want Akali to get kills. Her carry potential is just nuts. And she already has that Hextech Gunblade, so this is going to be a big fight here. Draven does get exhausted. They also exhaust that Xin Zhao, but here comes Voyboy diving in. Diving in really, really deep, actually, under that turret, doing quite a bit of damage to Voyboy, and actually manages to take it down, so Draven actually taking down Voyboy. They're trying to take as much damage onto this Caitlyn as they can, but once again, Caitlyn doing a lot of damage. Draven's actually going to be taken down. KiWiKid did manage to shut down Caitlyn. Xin Zhao's now going to try to run his ass out of there. Popped his Locket of the Iron Solari, but it looks like KiWiKid's just going to be jumping right in on him. I think Yorick might have gone AFK. No? Was he just... He was just chilling there, like having a time, just kind of watching. He had front row seats to that kill, and he just wanted to see how it all played out. And Yorick is now there. Are we going to have an AFK kill? Lulu, are you going to kill him AFK? Oh, Rule 18. Oh, Rule 18. Yeah, you let him go. You let him go. So it said that he reconnected. Is he actually moving now? It looks like he's still moving back to base. So hopefully he reconnected and is back for good now. I'm glad that Lulu decided not to pursue that. It's just one of those things where, especially at the higher levels like this, where everybody kind of knows each other, you see it happen quite a bit where somebody will go AFK, and Lulu could have killed him there with no problem at all. But when everybody knows each other at this high ELO, this is the diamond level, everybody kind of knows each other. You can start getting reputations and things like that. So no point in killing somebody when they're AFK. You can't help going, when you DC. You can't really help that DC. So it's unfortunate that it happens, but good sportsmanship on the Lulu's part. Rule 18, keeping that sportsmanship up and not killing the Yorick. And it looks like Yorick is back now, so luckily his computer did not completely shit the bed. And it looks like Red Team is just getting ready for a final push here. Caitlyn does have that red buff, going to be doing a ton of damage. She's sitting with that Infinity Edge, her boots, and her Vampiric Scepter. Looking at the farm, 111 to 99, so Diana actually did manage to catch up a little bit in farm and actually got a few kills under her belt, so she could be a little bit scary. I do say scary in a completely subjective term here because red team, all of red team is scary right now. 134 to the 54 of Tristana. That is just a huge difference right there. 134 to 54. Yorick already sitting with his upgraded tier 2 boots, his man immune. He's actually probably almost got that completely filled up now. 540 out of the 750 that he needs. Just looking at the gold here, 7,670 for that Voyboy. It looks like 7,950, the highest for that team on the Caitlyn, compared to the highest on the enemy team with 6,000. So just a big difference in this game right now between the two teams. And it looks like they're actually going to catch Yorick out here trying to steal the Golem buff. Doing quite a bit of damage, so they did manage to take him down, luckily. But the ultimate coming down, and finally somebody ends up blocking for that Draven. He did manage to do a lot of damage, but look at that. They just jump right over the Xin Zhao and Akali, just jumping straight over to absolutely slaughter this enemy team. KiWiKid goes down as well. It looks like TheOddOne is the only one currently to be alive, but Xin Zhao's pursuing now. Does get the knock-up, trying to position himself in a good place to actually take down this Maoki. The flash from Voyboy and the jump manages to kill Maoki. TheOddOne just got absolutely dominated there. And they're now working on these Nexus turrets, so man, this has just been a roller coaster of emotion. And look at that, they're over, was it about 15,000 gold? They're over 15,000 gold. And they're now onto this Nexus, trying to do as much damage to it as they can. I don't really know if they're going to peel to try to fight this one, or if they're just going to try to take down the Nexus. It looks like they're just going to take down the Nexus with those super minions. So what an incredibly one-sided game. So luckily I did say at the beginning that it was featuring Voyboy, so I'm going to say that that's who my money was on. So I didn't really win any money, but it was still an absolutely fantastic game. KiWiKid of Dignitas and TheOddOne of TSM sadly did not perform the best, and they did get absolutely destroyed by Voyboy and this red team. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that Tristana in the mid lane was the best choice. Got dominated by that Yorick, but well, these are the professional players. These are the guys who changed the meta, so maybe we found one that didn't work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that high ELO commentary. I will see you in the next one, which should hopefully be up in the next couple of days. I don't know, pay attention. There's another contest coming up as well. If you just watch this, in the next couple of days I'm going to be posting up the next contest for hopefully $20 in Riot gift cards. So pay attention to my channel. There's going to be a lot of new stuff coming out, and as always, have a great one, guys. Peace.